people will come to me and they're like, well, how do I trade the strat? I'm like, first of all, I got to find out who you are and get your strat profile personality down, right? Because a lot of people will come in and they want to learn every aspect of the strat and I want to know everything. I'm like, no, whoa. Like, who are you? Like, are you managing a 401k? Are you scalpy whelpy? What are you? And I was very happy we had our guy at Strat PFC recently realize that he's not a 30-60 guy. He's a 1 or 5er guy. And I'm like, ninja after all. Like, you know, that started to work for him. I'm like, all right, you know, maybe, you know, your attention span is that quick. And be like, all right, I just want to go from here to here in the next 5 minutes and I'm good. I'm like, okay. So that's a big aspect of it. Like you said, when you interview all the different people, part of what I need to do, and that's why I always say tell people to communicate with me. I got to know what you're doing, right? Don't tell me you're losing, right? Tell me what you're doing, what your thought process is, and how you're setting up, and what are you following, right? Because I always tell people, I'm like, I can fix anything. I just got to know what I got to fix, right? I can't fix somebody telling me I lose, but you're not telling me why or what you did, right? And that's where also, like in the chat, say, look, once you understand who you are, then you understand the people in the chat that make sense to you, that are doing what you do. And then you read that. You don't care what he says. You don't care what he says. You don't care what she says. Here's the guys that do the same thing you do, right? That's going to make sense to you because I'm talking to a large audience during the day, and there's people that have never posted. They're like, Rob, we know what to do. You just keep talking. And because of that, once you find your strat personality, identity, you extract only what I'm saying that matters to you. You say, I care less about, you know, I care less about these things going to the highs and the lows. I'm only doing this. And when Rob says this pertains to what I did, right? Because I can't customize the whole thing and be like, you know, it's like some chats like, okay, everybody, we're all buying NVIDIA. I'm like, no. No, that's not how it works. Nope. Right? It's like, all right, this is for you guys. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. And one of the most important things that I've gotten the point across more recently to people is patience. It's the hardest thing to teach. It's one of the hardest things to have. But you can make your whole week in an hour. You can make your whole month in a day. If you just
all right. So I got a tip. I got a tip for you with this. This has actually worked for me. You want to learn how to teach someone patience. You want to learn how to get patience yourself. Stop spelling it the way it's spelled in the dictionary. Add the Y after the A. Patience with the Y. And then what happens is that once you're patient and you get paid out, you're like, oh yeah, okay. This is why everyone is telling me to do that. The light bulb literally goes off. You just start. I can't remember. I can't tell you how many times people have come to me and they've been like, hey, you know, I'm struggling with this. Can you show me how pro can help? Can you do this or that or whatever the case is? And I tell them to stick with it. I tell them to keep learning. Don't give up. And eventually they come back and they're like, man, I hit this. This is, I made all that back. I'm looking back. I'm going to see, I'm like, see, patience with a Y. You took the time to do it. You didn't try to rush it and boom, it paid off.